Hey, I'm Steve Okers.
Sue Pastor.
Ryan VerWys.
Julie Bacon.
And this is What's in the Cup. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh boy, we got a special guest. This is our first special guest, and Liz is going to be up next. We're a special guest day, right, or week or month.
Yes.
So we're really excited to be hanging out with Ryan with ICCF. I always mess up the full name, so can we just say ICCF?
That's fine. Intercity Christian Federation.
There you go.
ICCF.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. So we are here to just really talk about fair housing and all the work that you do around West Michigan for housing, right? And those that might be less fortunate than some of us probably here, but we just really want to understand your organization. But you know, I have been a partner with ICCF for years, right? In selling product, but also in contributing funds and just believe in your cause. So we thank you for being here. And I know you ladies have done classes and like.
When I was new into the business, I was teaching at the old down by LaGrave, the old building.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
Jefferson.
Yes. And I did some classes there. Now my church, LaGrave, is partnering with you guys on a house, and so ICCF has been a great part of our community for a long time.
Yeah, and I too have taught a couple classes years ago at the new, well, it's not that new anymore, I guess, but the building on Cherry, which is
Feels
beautiful.
new every time you walk in there still.
It's beautiful. And helped write some of the material for the home ownership series. So.
Nice job, Julie.
Yeah. Well,
I
thanks
know,
for
me
coming. We were
helping to write.
all at the banquet, right?
Yep.
What was that?
Gala.
30-day gala. I always forget what they
It's a
call
gala.
these things, right?
It was very fancy.
It was
Steve.
fancy.
Gala.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did dress up. So
The raspberries and the champagne.
they were good.
Yeah.
They weren't real champagne though. It was.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I didn't get any champagne. But I didn't know that.
So Ryan, you know, for those that are watching that don't know, you know, they might have heard ICCF running around and everything, but can you just give us a little bit of an overview, and we'll go into more in depth of what you do, but you know, give us your imprint on West Michigan and Grand Rapids right now, and then sort of where the organization came from.
Sure. So ICCF is an organization that's really committed to three main things. Is we want to see equitable opportunity, affordable homes, and thriving neighborhoods throughout our community. And ICCF has been working on that really for over 40 years now.
Yeah,
ICCF was started, as you know, the history of housing in our community is one that has sort of it's a mixed bag. There's some really good and there's some really sad stuff that's happened where for many years there was discriminatory practices around housing, and in the late 60s, as people got fed up with it, we as a community really had to grapple with what are we going to do. And so ICCF was started in the wake of that and wanting to change the narrative from housing being about discrimination and segregation and really opportunity for some to really be about helping to connect neighbors, helping neighborhoods thrive and reflect kind of the justice we all feel in our hearts we want to see, and so that our communities would in fact be places where there's opportunity for everybody, not just a few. And so our work centers around housing and helping people around that really critical need for home. And so we help people who are experiencing crisis right now through our Family Haven shelter. We provide a place for 5 families at a time to be housed while they're finding
Incredible space. We were just painting a unit there this last week.
Yeah, and it really we believe that it's about respectful hospitality there. We want to make sure that people who are experiencing crisis don't feel like they're objects of charity, but they're our neighbors who are in a tough spot for a time. We want to help them find a stable place. We have classes that are geared toward helping people stretch their tight budget so that they can hopefully have stability with their rental. But also then, as people want to become homeowners, we love helping people through our classes get ready to be homeowners.
So it's a lot about gaining confidence in all of that stuff too.
Yeah, and really
self-worth and
recognizing that for many in our community, home ownership has been a deferred goal because of some of the injustices that have happened. And so we really want to help people, because home ownership oftentimes is sort of a generational thing. You become a homeowner because your parents were homeowners, and for many of our neighbors that has not been the case for a variety of reasons. So we want to help people get into that. And so the last component of our work is really providing affordable housing options, both affordable rentals for people who are low income, but also helping people get into home ownership. And so that's been the name of our game for a long time. We've had a change and pivot as the market has changed, and we'll talk about that later, but that's kind of our heart.
You seem to have your toe or thumb in like everything all of a sudden, right? We're seeing lots of press releases with your name, right?
Yeah.
So can you give just, we're going to get into some of the impact that those things are creating, but what are the major sort of initiatives you're really working on right now and sort of focused as an organization this year and into next year?
So as the market has become so hot in town, we as an organization really started to grapple with what can we do with the responsibility of our legacy. So we have an organization that's been working in this community for over 40 years. What comes with that is a fair amount of strength, and we wanted to figure out how could we leverage that strength to do even more in a time like this where it feels like we're at a crisis stage. For many people who are low income, they're feeling the pressure of rents going up, and as the market increases in value, we really want to figure out how can we do something about that. So we found out about a group that was selling their whole portfolio of homes, and we at our team, we kind of looked at each other and thought, somebody like us should buy that. And then we thought, well, we can't do that. Well, why not? And so we,
Why not? I love that.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
partnerships
Yeah.
with people in our community who care about our mission and want to be a part of aspiring that our community would be a place of inclusion.
Yep.
They helped us acquire those homes, and we've been in those homes renovating them. We're forming partnerships like we have with LaGrave to renovate those homes and keep them affordably rentals that are affordable to low-income families, but then eventually sell those homes to low-income buyers in the next 10 years. So help people benefit from that market increase.
Great. And then you've got a couple buildings that you're messing with or really playing with big time now.
Yeah, we're
they're getting,
excited.
like, I mean, you've become a big developer at the same
I
time,
don't know
right?
if we're big. I think we're just, we are a community organization.
Yeah.
And it's really people working together. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the story even that you're sitting here.
Right.
It's a partnership of people coming together
Yeah.
to do something big. And I don't think we're so big. Maybe people think we're big.
Big vision.
Big
Well,
press and
Joe-
big
Definitely
vision, right?
vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything, right?
I think if I were to say anything, we have a great team, a team of
Yeah.
people who are dedicated to this cause. And those of you who've met people at ICCF, you know they're people who could make a lot of money elsewhere, and they commit to the cause of what we're doing there. So big news lately, we've announced a partnership with Madison Church. They were donated the building that's across the street from us
Right,
here,
right.
the old Kent County Social Services building.
Yeah.
And we've established a partnership that will result in 2 stories of affordable housing on the top 2 floors.
Right here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right across the street. So
That's outstanding.
really cool because I think that building has a history. Before it was the Kent County Social Services building, it was the Grand Rapids Christian High School. And back in the 60s, when there was a real move of people in capital out of the city, the school moved out too. And there's an opportunity here to really, I think, a redemptive story of taking a building that's been vacant for too long, helping it become home, but also an active and vibrant force for
The community.
making the community stronger.
That's great.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. So we are going to get into more topics, but thanks for giving us your thumb and toe right now. Stay tuned for more episodes as we roll out more information from ICCF and Ryan VerWys. I'm Steve Okers,
Sue Pasteur.
Ryan VerWys.
Julie Bacon.
and this is What's in the Cup. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.
Cheers.